Hi, and welcome back to Hedge Fund Manager. I'm Carl Michael Seiding. Today's deep dive is Atlas Copco, but let's not get ahead of ourselves and rather go to the actual screening process. Step number 1 in our typical deep dive formula, which is 1, screening finding, 2, technical analysis to make sure where we are with headwinds and tailwinds and timing. Then the financial analysis, typically a P equals F times V analysis. And finally, a CAGR and risk and a relative comparison part in the end, and our conclusions on whether it's a better or worse than average time to invest in the stock that we are analyzing. For the screening, this time I used investing.com simply to show you that all of these various free online resources have various screening capabilities. And as you can see here, it's a pretty unfamiliar look compared to, for example, Finviz and other screeners that we have used. Some would like this better. Right now, it's not in dark mode, so perhaps it's a bit too intense. Anyway, I wanted to show you this one because apart from, or contrary to Finviz, in Investing's screener, you can access stocks all over the world. So if you watch the cursor here to the left, I can choose which country's primary listing I'm interested in. And if I scroll down to Sweden, we'll get Swedish-only companies, and it's preset to rank them in terms of market capitalization, so the largest one first. And here you can see Investor, which is a Berkshire Hathaway lookalike. It's a big and very old investment company. It's more than 100 years old, something around 100 years old. It's the power center for the Wallenbergs. And since it's an investment company that is actually controlling a lot of the other companies here, I will not choose that one. But rather, I will simply go for the second largest, or actually the one largest company in Sweden, market cap wise, and that's Atlas Copco, and they have a market cap of about 800 billion kronor, which is this is more or less 90 billion US dollars. And how much is that then? Well, here I'm just recapping the screening process, sorting by market cap, and as I said, this is about $90 billion, and that is about the same size as Nike, for example. And it also means that Sweden's largest company would just about qualify at the very low end of the top 100 at New York Stock Exchange, right around Waste Management, which actually is also an interesting company that we might get back to in the future. Bristol Myers Squibb, also it's a nice pharmaceutical company, mid-sized, you would say, and then again Nike, so the sports goods behemoth Nike, although very niche in their operations, is as large as Sweden's largest and one of the oldest successful companies we have in the Nordic region altogether. The thing is, being mid in an international perspective actually makes Atlas Copco more interesting than if it had been really large. This might mean that it's underanalyzed in a way. That feels like a stretch to say about this like stellar number one representative of Sweden's great economy. But nevertheless, from an international perspective, it's just another also ran mid company. With that, we'll leave off for this part of the deep dive, and in the next section we'll check Atlas Copco's technical analysis.